Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. We have cobbled together some shit tonight.
Oh, dude,
We are late as fuck.
watching you lose your mind and be worse than any bridezilla I've ever met is, well, I'd say it's entertaining, but it's not.
It's definitely not.
Well, if you guys could have been in my world for the last, I don't know,
Drink
2
more?
hours.
Everything was working, and then it just decided it didn't. I even had my headphones on while I was doing things, and it just went,
And you can figure out nothing
went-
worked, huh?
fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you, Greg. It's like Beth's retiring. Fuck you, Greg. Add some more challenges to your life.
Oh, Lord, here we
Welcome to The Bar is Open with
Here
Beth
we
and Greg.
go.
I am Greg, and that is Beth. How's our audio sound? I have no idea. I'm using a P4 Zoom from another fucking podcast set that I have no idea. Does it sound
go.
okay?
Ack said finally. Reed said you must be lit.
Not yet. We're going to be. We've brought, which is a first timer, we brought snacks because
It's 10 o'clock at night. We're
it's
usually
10
eating
o'clock
by
at
now.
night, and we should be eating dinner at this point. And I don't even have the fucking camera set up right.
Well, what's wrong with it?
My arm's cut off.
Go fix it.
I don't even care at this point.
What do you mean your arm's cut off? I see both your arms.
Can't see that arm.
You're fine.
Let's jump into some stuff. All right. All right. First, foremost, thank you again for joining us on Beth's. There's only one time, maybe mostly, where you get one time where you actually get to say, it's a big monumental fucking day.
But I'm unemployed?
You're unemployed. Where you're like, I voluntarily became
Unemployed.
unemployed.
Well, not involuntarily.
You voluntarily,
Well, I lost my role, and then I went, all right.
but for
I'm
those
just
of you
gonna
that don't
go.
know, like her job was downsized, and then she could have found something different, but she chose probably the road less traveled in that, right? And as long as the audio sounds good, just keep me posted because I can't sit those I've had those things on for like 2.5 hours.
Heck said, yeah, audio struggles suck. I dealt with it all the time racing online.
Yep.
Alex said, hi. Hi.
Ha. So we go back to what the hell are we doing in this life? You only have one life to live.
Well, tonight
Right.
I'm going to tell you to set your alarm for late because I would like to sleep in a little tomorrow.
So that's fair. But a couple things up front. Go out, check out The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify. Do all those things for Beth, for Beth's sake, because
I got to get a new income.
She needs a new income stream.
Yep.
Cheers, you guys. Here's to Beth. 25 years. 26
I
years
was
with
like
the firm.
15 days away from 26 years, so I'm just rounding up to 26.
That is fair. 26 years with the firm.
Hey, babe.
Right. What?
Look right there.
I don't know what you're looking at. Oh, there's this shit over there. I fucking hate her. I hate this place. I swear to God, if we lived in Phoenix and I walked all around there,
Oh, yeah, well.
there's a giant. I need to move this camera.
Told you were going to need to move it.
I need to move this whole goddamn house.
Oh.
What the fuck is happening around here?
If you don't
You
have a
live
rough
here,
day-
right? Like you're here all the time? How did that happen?
You work up here all the time, don't you?
I'm
As well as you
working.
live here
You've
all the
literally
time.
been semi-retired.
I was
for
gone all day
40
Monday, and that's That's probably when that happened. So it's been there for a good 36,
Dear
24,
God.
36,
It's okay. We're just gonna. It's just a.
72
It's a
hours
turd in the
almost.
corner.
It's a petrified turd at this point. Only good thing about poop is it's better than pee.
I don't think. I don't. Yeah.
I was looking and I was like, what toy is that? Oh, that's not toy. That is not a chew toy. That's not a chew toy. That
It
is
depends on
some
which
pile of
Doug.
poop.
If we still had bomber, that would be a chew toy.
Ew.
Just depends, right? Fuck. Fuck.
Uh, hey, listen, if life doesn't give you lemon sometimes, you'd never get to enjoy lemon juice. So, lemonade, not lemon juice,
I
lemonade.
don't know how that works. Fuck. Whatever. It's all good. But I've got some questions to ask you, Castro.
Sure.
So, as part of this monumental day,
Yes.
let me show. I think I have a picture. Did I pull the picture up of you? No, didn't pull the picture.
What
That
picture?
one picture. Basically, you can go out to my
Oh, do
Instagram.
you want me to share it? Is
No,
it the one you sent
it's
me?
like it's the actual the invite for the show. Also, that I
Oh.
did the Ghibli, but it's also I did a little
Oh yeah,
thing
but
for you.
we had a real picture of it because that one makes me look like a white girl. Makes me look like a brunette Thelma.
You are a white girl.
No, I'm not.
You're more white
I have a little beige.
than 94% of the Hispanics here.
I have a little beige in me.
Yeah, but you have more olive. We've had these
Olive. I'm
conversations.
very olive toned.
Yeah, so it fit in.
But it's funny.
You're kind of camo.
So yeah, so what was the question though?
So this is the end of this first career
This is the end of an era,
of an era.
of my fresh
Couple of like
era.
let's go through. So you don't very often get the opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm retiring from a company," and then, but you're young enough to still
Thank you,
have
Tyler.
it. It's like a military thing. Like we've worked, you've worked at USA for 26 years,
Hmm.
and
Also known as the firm.
the firm. But I'm using that very specifically because she's retiring from USA.
Yes.
So many of our members at USA, they retire and they're like, what the fuck do I do next?
Right.
Right. And you go, okay, that's normally at 20 years. So there's not a lot of difference between working. I mean, there's a lot of difference, but I'm saying
You're
just that
saying
where
retirement
you're
wise.
retiring and
Right.
you're going, holy shit, what do I do next? So my question, you nervous about retiring? First things.
Yes.
What are you nervous about?
Finances.
Fine, that's your mom speaking.
Well, no, it's your wife speaking because you like to be like, let's buy this, let's buy that, and I'm always like, okay, okay, and now I'm be like, no, honey, we gotta slow down for a little while. It is what it is.
But
But so
aside, you think I'm
finances,
just gonna go out and blow money just because you're retired?
well, we both can easily blow money. Let's not lie about
Guys,
that.
so go on.
No, it's I think also
Marines. Marines,
will I
but
be able to get work again doing something I want to do?
yeah.
That's probably bigger than all of it because I don't want to go back into corporate world.
What if it's corporate world and it's something you want to do?
You'd have to find that for me. I don't. What would I do in corporate world that I want to do?
Travel.
I would travel. I don't think there's a job in the world that's
There's a
just made
million
for
companies out there,
traveling.
and all you do is go rep those companies.
So, but
You'd be a good rep for a company.
I think I would be a great
That's
rep.
all it is.
I wanted to be a recruiter for a while for like when those before I knew I was going to lose my job, I was looking at some of the recruiter positions that were within the company and then they got filled pretty quick and there was none now. So I
All
was
right,
like,
so we're giving you like kind of self-imposed
right?
6 months off.
Yeah.
Where do you see? And I'm gonna pull this video back up in
Okay.
6 months, and hopefully, like this shit works by then. Um, but where do you see yourself in 6 months? I've never interviewed you.
Healthier mentally, physically, I
Yeah.
think. Um happier? I don't know, happier. I'm trying to
Well, yes, for sure. We are as late as you nuttin'.
what? Huh?
Let's keep going.
Um so hopefully just happier, I don't know, less stressed. I'm already less stressed. Today I was a little anxious and stressed.
Yeah,
Uh
because you were literally we walked her. I walked her out of the door. No fanfare.
No fanfare. Well, what's funny though is I saw people and I said hi, and they all just kind of looked at me and they were like, "What up?" And I was like, "This is why I don't want to fucking work in corporate America anymore. Nobody knows any, but like people act like they're too busy to even like say hi. But then we did run into a couple really nice people,
That we've known for 20
forever.
years.
So one
Yep.
girl we've known for 20 years, another girl I've known for probably 10. She saw me and came running because she's in town from Phoenix. Um, and so I was like, this just reaffirms that I want to work with the right people. Maybe that's how to say it.
So that was that's different.
Now you made me hungry.
Crack open your crackers and cheese,
So if
hon.
these were like supposed to be my thing for like when I go to MMA tomorrow night at 8
It is
o'clock.
11, 10 o'clock at night here. We need to eat.
So you were saying, I'm
But
sorry, I
back in the
interrupted you.
day, it used to be like that.
Well, you
At
knew everybody. Yeah.
you at the firm, but we also worked in the Phoenix office, which was
Right. It's a
much
little different.
smaller.
Yeah.
That's a challenge here. This office in San Antonio, it's so big and there's so many people
And it's going 100 miles an hour. And
constantly, right?
I think a lot of people are nervous about their jobs, so they're always going 100 miles an
hmm
hour.
We're
So,
trying to impress everybody, do all of those sorts of things. So,
mhm.
so again, I'm going to ask you one more time. Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Like, do you see yourself already looking for something?
Yeah, I'll
Do
probably
you
start before
see
that.
yourself being like, you know what? I'm gonna go full fucking retired.
Maybe. I mean,
What did
I
your
can't
dad
imagine
used to
that
call it? Your dad used to call it retarded.
retarded. I find it hard to imagine going full retired because you still have to work. What am I gonna do?
That's what I'm curious about.
Um,
I'm
I mean,
like, how much money are you gonna bring in
I
with
could
that?
always go find a part-time job at like Kohl's or Sephora or something where I just go and I work 3 days a week and I'm like, I'm just getting out of the house and this is just my fun money. But no, I'm definitely gonna next week. My goal is to go over to the Humane Society
Cool.
and like try to see about volunteering. Somebody else said there's also another dog rescue place that's like My Paws or something that's not as big as the Helotes Humane, but
Yeah.
just some stuff like that. Maybe try to check out some food banks, do some
Over the next
volunteer
few
work.
months.
Yeah.
Nice. What that would kind of was just getting to my next thing is what do you want to do in your off time? So yeah, volunteer,
Work out,
work out.
sleep, read, do my own podcast.
What's your podcast?
That's Naughty Reads.
Best Naughty Reads that we got to record.
hmm Um, just stuff that. So I
Never
went
gonna
and got a.
record
I don't
that.
think we talked about it, but I went and got my cards read. So I went to.
Oh, no, explain this a little bit more because I don't even think you explained it to
Well, because
me.
I did, but you didn't listen,
Yeah, probably.
so I stopped. Um, you have to. I've learned this about Greg. If he's doing something, he don't give you full eye contact. One ear, out the other. So a week ago, I went to a holistic, I don't know, holistic mystic fair. My old boss, who retired in June, who April Turnbull, who I love. Hi, April. She watches us. She was going to be there, and she retired and got into reading cards and past life and crystals and life coaching and stuff. And so she did a read,
Did we call
and
it voodoo
we
the
don't
other day?
call it voodoo.
Oh,
Only my mom did. Um, and so it was really cool because we spent about an hour
it's
and
true.
15 minutes together, and it was kind of cool to see some of the things like come up on the cards, the things that I had already had brewing in my head. Some of them you and I had talked about. And it was just really cool to listen to her say some of the things that were already thinking in my head and how the universe is probably sending me those messages and that I'm receiving them, not realizing who it's
Because we've
coming
been
from
talking
my
about,
God. So like it's the whole woo woo guides and angels and repetitive like 222 keeps recurring in my life, and so like what is the message with that? I have no idea at this point because I don't know how to do this. um but like
Google it.
grounding, like she was like, I think grounding would be really good for you, like where you just go and
Stand in the lawn.
stand in the walk with bare feet in the grass, and she's like, do it in your backyard. I was like, dog poop. um but as we look at the culprit over there, and lots of sticks because we have so many trees, right? But then she called it oh, it was a certain kind of dance.
Voodoo dance.
No, anyways, it's just is like put music on and let your body move to whatever. It's just stuff that's good, like chakras. She was like, your chakras, your two chakras right here, or she's like, where do you feel all your stress? And I was like, like my shoulders, my chest. She's like,
Your
when you get
throat.
choked up, what do you feel? I was like, my chest, my throat, my chest. She's like, we got to do some chakra work, girl. And I was like, I'm working on it. So it was really cool, but she did. It was. I'll have to send you a picture so you can put it. It was a beautiful set of cards. It
Did you get
was
to keep the cards?
no, no, no. I took a picture.
Oh,
But like even one of them came up. She was like, you have
there's a price to be paid for this whole thing.
you have a strong partner in life. This is clear. Your cards already show that you guys could pretty much weather anything. And I'm like, well, when he's not a dick, of course we can. It said you worry about finances, but maybe you should find a way not to worry about finances, which was very clear cut with conversations we've
We
already
always
had.
figure it out.
But it was eye opening to see some things. There's some things I need to work on from like a holistic perspective, that will probably make me healthier and happier.
Yeah,
I just really suck at follow through, I
yeah,
guess.
you do.
Yeah, yeah. So I haven't. I grounded for like 2 days, and I was like, it's cold. Um,
Well, you happen to get it right, and then it turned to 40 degrees here in San Antonio.
and so I just,
Rain dance. Tyler said rain dance.
yes, rain dance. It's like
I'm just
it
get the
starts with an
hose out and
E.
fucking
It's
spray
like
her off.
fuck. It's like
We're in.
ecstatic dancing, which is just letting the music move through you. And I told Selena, I was like, I'm not listening to fucking hippie music. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this to my like
Rage Against the
BPM or
or whatever.
Diplo radio
Oh,
station,
your
or
things. Yeah,
my
yeah.
Nine Inch Nails or whatever I feel like, just and get out there. She's like,
It's
you
fair.
pick whatever your music. She goes, I do it to Christian music. I was like, you go, girl. I can't move to Christian music. Um, so stuff like that. It was just interesting. But so trying to embrace more of that healthier side, the mental piece of it,
Hmm.
more so than just the physical. Um, I
Good.
also
Great.
I moved up my can't believe I did this. I moved my training sessions to 10 o'clock in the mornings. I'm not a morning person. I was like
9.
10. He said
Oh,
9, and I was like, oh gosh, now you're just pushing the envelope a little too far, bruh.
those are Greg hours right there.
Um,
10 o'clock in the morning.
well, because I have to get up and feed the dogs and let them
Like if
out
I'm
and do some
retired,
sitting. Well, and I was like, I
what
am
uh,
not a morning person per se.
like jujitsu, they do have classes at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm so like, well, I'm at work number one, but
So it's gonna force me to eat better because I'm trying to like get rid of some carbs
you
and
know,
so
fuck
just
around
things
with something.
that'll be good for me.
We're going late tonight, guys. Sorry, Greg.
Not Greg.
System fucked up.
The universe
It
gave
made
you
us
a.
do this. It made us do this. And watch tomorrow morning. I'll shut everything off. And it'll work just fine.
It'll all be fine.
Yep.
So forgive us for snacking because we're starving. We're
Yeah.
usually
And
eating
then
right
I'll
now.
throw half the
Well,
shit out the window. And
I
I'll
thought you
buy
were gonna do that
everything new.
anyways. I thought I was like, well, I'm gonna hear some crashes happening pretty soon.
Like there's a big ass window right over here, and I was like motherfucking laptop. Tried both the laptops, and everything happened at the same time. So, couple of things. Two more things I want to kind
Sure.
of, or one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm.
I guess it's two. First thing is
Excuse me.
advice for people coming into the corporate world. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on Beth real quick.
Oh shit! I don't even.
She was a USA for 26 years. She started out brand new, just like I did, as a rep on the phone, moved to being a manager, moved several different types of managers in
Hmm.
different areas,
Hmm.
project managers, did all sorts of different teams, different groups of people, different personalities within the company. There's a lot that I could pull out of
Right.
the thread out of the fucking the hat on that and
Some
conversations
really
we've
great
had.
managers, one really shitty manager. I mean,
Well, I'm saying you being
oh,
the manager,
I know, but I've also experienced like
directors and
all different.
leaders and AVPs and SVPs and we've been there so long. It's
Right.
like we've been there through 5 CEOs
Yeah.
as of the other day.
Right.
5 different CEOs,
I
maybe
think so.
6 for you.
Which isn't a lot for 26 years, but
That's fucking lot, bro.
is
In
it?
my mind, I don't know. I don't have any other
It's about
perspective.
5 years per CEO, which is pretty.
I don't know.
I don't know either outside of the world. Dude, I
But
biffed
my
it. So hold on real quick
okay,
so that everybody can get a laugh. So the deadlift bar that I use is the triangle one
yeah.
that like moves, right?
Uh-huh.
And when I went to go step over it, it shot up and it tripped me. And I have the biggest bruise on my shin, but both of the inside of my knees are bruised and
You
hurt.
think we can get the video for that?
No. Even if we could, no.
You
I
probably
biffed
should
it. I mean,
ask.
all the Christianity is like, he never cussed. He goes, holy shit, Beth, are you okay? I was laughing so hard. I was like, I'm good. He's like, please tell me you're not hurt.
You
I was like,
probably should ask and see if we can get the
I'm
video
not hurt. Why?
purely for
Oh
fun.
my gosh, I biffed it. I mean, all the way to the ground biffed it with my butt still up in the air because the thing was behind me. So Yeah,
So
so
my question is
yeah,
this to you:
yes.
after all of that,
Yeah.
what advice do you have for first timers
So
getting
much.
into? And this is
So
it. You guys, some of you are younger, some of you are older,
so
and may have kids
the first one I'll
coming out of
say
college. Hang on one
is,
second.
oh,
Coming out of college, that corporate world is going to be a big thing for them. So, what advice do you have for those people coming out,
did I know
getting
self
into their first
so
time?
that I know self be true. So it's so easy to lose who you are in corporate world. Especially if you're a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Um, you've got to stay true to your values and what you believe. You've also got to stay true to your voice. Um,
What do you mean by that?
well, so it's so easy to be like, oh no, I'm gonna tell them they're wrong when they tell me that, and then they tell you that, and you're like, oh, okay, you're right. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out.
I mean,
And
if
there's
like a leader, somebody
something,
in a higher up,
or just like
a senior or
right,
whatever,
or just
somebody's
trying to
just
always make everybody happy, being a yes man. Don't be a
no,
yes
do
man.
not do that. Yeah.
Yes man.
But know your place for a while.
Right.
You got to put in
Um.
some time
Yeah.
to get some.
I think though, like when I go back into the workplace, because I will have a couple reasons why I've got a retirement to fall back on. I've got a lot of experience. I've a lot of knowledge. I don't know that I'll be as easily to be like, yes. I'll be like,
No, that's not. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be like, I think we should rethink that, and let me tell you why, which will take a lot of balls on my part because I am a people pleaser. So, to thine own self be true. Don't lose who you are. Don't change who you are to make people happy or to get ahead in the workplace because then all you've done is lock yourself in a position of just being that person.
yes, man.
Yes.
Yes, woman. Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
progress over perfection. No matter what anyone else tells you, you're not expected to know everything and be on your game every
Repeat what
day.
you just said. Progress.
Progress over perfection.
100%. I
Don't
agree with that
expect
100%.
to be the one that gets it right every time, nor should you want to be, because that's how you learn,
Eighty
right?
20 rule. I live by the 80-20 rule.
What's that?
80% right, 20% wrong. Move the fuck on. Make a decision.
I don't think
Keep
I'm probably
moving.
60/40, 60 right, 40 wrong. In project management, you learn a lot that way. And then have fun, dude. We're at work. We spend more time with work people than we would do with our
Beth and
families.
I met each other 21-ish years
Something
ago.
like that.
We started dating 20 years ago,
Something like
and
that.
we started at USA,
Yeah. So
or we met
have
at the
fun. I
company.
mean, connect with people. The best thing that I
Do
got
not wear your company
logo out
logos
drinking.
out
Um,
ever. Do
the
not
best thing
do that.
the best thing I got from this job is the people I've met and become friends with. I met the man of my dreams, the love of my
Talk
life.
fucking audio and video.
I met some of the best people, my bestie from work, like I've met the best
Life is
people
good. What's happening
and I will keep connected with those people. But
for our entire
there are
lives?
some people that will fall by the
Some
wayside
go,
and will
some
like
go. You
connect
know,
every once in a while, but
yeah.
there are people that 2 weeks from now I'm going to lunch to dinner with a friend who's coming in from Phoenix. I'm
That you've known for years and
yeah,
years and
and
years.
so I just those relationships are what help you make it through the really hard days. And let's be frank, there are hard fucking days when you work 40 hours in the corporate world. There are days that you fuck up or you get really bad news, and those are the people to be like, "What do you need?" And then you do the
It's
same thing for them.
nowadays. Back in the day, we didn't have the Starbucks. Way back when,
Right.
big companies like we've got multiple Starbucks in most of the offices,
Well,
and it's like, but it's to the point where I've gone through times. I'm like, hey, I need you to look at my notes because I'm about to go leave my job
right.
because I've got a bad leader
Yeah.
or one that I
I
perceive
mean,
as
because that has
bad.
happened, right? Like at year
We've
20,
both
at
done
year
that
20, I was like,
multiple
I'm
times.
fucking this dickhead, this misogynistic, racist dickhead is literally gonna drive a 20-year-old employee because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
So you've got
And
to
then you have to have somebody that walks you off the ledge.
right.
It's like there is the next level. So when
And
you're in corporate world, keep in mind it's a melting
and
pot
listen,
of people
whoever
from
you pray
everyone.
to, whether it's God, Buddha, a higher power, whatever, you've got to rely on that as your backbone because there are times that I would have left and something said don't, or someone came at the right time that said, you know what, you're getting a new manager. Oh, thank you, praise
It's happened to
Jesus.
me multiple times.
Me too.
Yep.
And so, you just to thine own self be true, honor the
Explain what
friendships,
that
to
means.
thine own self be true. Like you've got to make sure that y- you're being true to what you're saying. You're not wearing a mask to
True
make
to
other
yourself.
people happy.
Yeah.
You're living by your morals, your rules, your thoughts. You're not, just saying yes because somebody needs you to say yes. When you know what you're doing is wrong. So I think I'm hoping maybe I'm overthinking when I say that's
I
kind
don't
of
think you are.
self-explanatory.
I
That
don't think
in
you are.
itself be true,
Yeah.
but
Last,
biggest of all, relationships. It's the relationships you build because
that's one of the coolest
you
parts about
never know
this.
when they're going to come to your rescue or they're going to help you get your next job or you're going to come to their rescue. So it's the people in your life is what's important.
I
And
was
we've had an
telling,
opportunity to meet a lot of people,
yeah, over 20 plus years
right?
being in this in any industry, you could be in electrical, you could be in HVAC, you could be in finance, you could be in whatever.
Tyler said he's always right.
The insurance
Just don't
industry
tell
and
my
the
wife.
finance industry is kind of small
Yeah.
when you get to a certain level, and everybody kind of knows everybody and they move around. Lots of startups, lots of this,
Yeah.
lots of those
Well,
sorts of
and
things.
I've been told by several people that have left, they're like, when you decide to work, people are going to snatch you up because of where you were and the experiences that you have.
Right. But keep that in mind. It's building those relationships, I think, is a big deal. I think I have more experience doing that than you because I
Yeah.
work with more we call them vendors, like
Yeah.
outside companies. But the other side, the last thing I want to ask you about it
uh
is this is a relatively new thing. And
Okay.
think about it from you being a hiring person,
Right.
getting into a corporate world.
Okay.
We talked about this a long time ago, and we're not going to bring up this one person, but watch your social media.
Yeah.
Like us, we're so embedded in social media at this point that it's like it is what it
Listen,
is.
when I go to look for a new job, they're going to find me and they're going to
Yep,
see
everywhere.
they're going to be like, "Well, she cusses like a sailor and she definitely could drink some alcohol, but she's
She's fucking
funny.
honest.
She's funny and she's honest." So, don't put
Keep
your
that in mind.
don't put your boobies out there is what I'm basically
Yeah,
trying to
that's kind of
say.
what I was saying. That's what I was thinking is
Or
when
your wiener with your face, or
right.
anything with your face. You see a lot today with kids putting shit on social media with
They
who they
don't see
support,
the future
who they
impact.
support,
Yeah. Because if
and I'm not talking politics, I'm talking countries and shit like that. And people are going to look at that and they're
somebody's
going
going to
to
judge
make
them for
decisions
one
for
reason
your
or another.
career with their company based off that.
Yeah.
And I think that
If you were a hiring manager or a
yeah.
director or a senior something executive,
Yeah.
you're going to look at that.
So, like here's the beauty of it. I'm at a point where I'm okay if somebody looked at me and said, "You have this really kind of sometimes raunchy, sometimes racy podcast and you're not a good fit for us." I'd be like, "Peace out. Later." I
I
don't
don't
need that
need your
either.
money.
I don't need you're not a good no, let
You're
me
not a good
correct
fit
you.
for
You're
me.
not a good fit for me if
Yeah.
that's what concerns you because I'm a damn good employee when I'm an employee. So, um
Still going to do my podcast.
I'm still, yeah, I'm not stopping something because somebody in corporate America says, I'm going to need you to stop that if you're going to work for us. I'll be like, bye.
Dude,
It's way more fun doing this than it is working for anybody else. So
right.
if I could just monetize this bitch, I'd be set.
I agree.
So yeah,
Those are a few
tomorrow
questions.
I'm officially unemployed starting tomorrow.
No, you're officially retired.
Okay, well, here's my, oh, wait, anyways, yeah,
You still get a paycheck.
I do for the next year.
Right. Do you guys have any questions for Beth? If you
No,
do, leave them in the comments. Ideas, thoughts, put them down in the comments right now. Put them in the
somebody's going to
messages.
just be like, when you starting that Just Feet
Well, no, I mean
or Feet Finder?
that's it's a fun joke and
Yeah,
it's kind
because
of
they're gonna
racist.
anybody who hires me can be like, so you sell your feet pics?
And we
I'll be
did
like,
create
yes,
one. It's
yes, I
not like
do.
we're lying about creating one. She
You
actually
just won't
created
even
one.
know who I am because it
Yeah,
has nothing
except
tied
for
to
that
me.
weird little toe.
Sort of.
All right, let's jump into some other stories. So I do have to
These
just
things
say
are really fucking good, by the
they are
way.
fucking delicious, dude. What are they, boar's head or something?
HEB, not even like
HEB little fucking snack packs, dude. Like I'm not even hungry right
they're
now.
supposed to be my snack before MMA, so I don't die.
Oh yeah, Beth's. Oh fuck, Beth has decided she's going to come to the MMA class. So jujitsu, like where I do jujitsu and stuff like that.
Is there
There's
groundwork in
jujitsu.
MMA?
There can be, but I'll work with
I'm
you.
gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm boycotting the groundwork. I'm 55. I'm not fucking getting on
It's
the
just
ground.
literally getting up.
Mhm.
It's like get the fuck up because everybody's gonna take you down. Every single person wants to get you on the ground. The
That's why
idea
I'm not gonna do it.
is to get the fuck up.
I'm
No, in
old.
real world, in the real world,
Oh,
when you get tackled by some fucking crazy rapist, whatever. It's
grapish.
supposed to say that on this thing.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're far enough in. You're supposed to like head smash them, push them
Poke
away,
their eyeballs.
get up. Oh yeah, it's
Use your
fucking scratch
keys.
eyes, fucking all that. But
Kick
you
some balls.
get the eyeballs and you get away, and you do a get up and you get. I'll teach you
Is
though.
armpit hair sensitive?
No,
Oh, damn.
not when your adrenaline's rolling.
No.
Even a swift kick in the nuts isn't that.
Really?
No,
I thought that stopped everything.
nope. Depending on the pants you're wearing,
Hmm.
wearing some thick ass jeans,
Yeah,
you're not
not so
even gonna
much.
notice it.
All right.
Yeah, adrenaline goes. What happens?
You fall apart. Everything
Things
hurts.
tighten up.
So, yeah. So starting, I guess tomorrow night. Yikes!
Tomorrow night, Beth's gonna come after jujitsu.
You're gonna do it with me?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna video you. It's gonna be like, good
I
luck.
guess I'm not helpless.
I didn't say you were. I'll be right there with you.
I just fall over stuff now. Apparently at the gym.
I'll get some video of it though, for sure.
Let me have a couple weeks under my belt so I at least look like I know what I'm doing before you videotape.
I haven't even done that MMA class, so
Have you seen it?
they go in.
Am
the
I able to
shadow
do
box
it?
to start. Oh yeah. You'll be fine. I'll be right there. We'll take some.
If I'm missing Friday, you'll know why.
Nah.
Because I died.
Right. So
Life is good said I used to work 80 hours a week in North Dakota oil fields. Wow, that's a lot of hours.
that is a lot of hours.
How many hours are there? 24 times 7 is.
There's lots.
How many 24 times 7 is what?
He's
Hashtag
basically working 16 hours a day.
no.
Yeah, so he's working 16 hours a day.
So bad for you.
Going home and sleeping for 8, including food.
Probably not even sleeping for 8 because he needs a little
I was
downtime.
gonna say food and
Probably sleeping for like
shower.
5.
Yeah, something like that. But he's making a lot of money. It's part of
He
life.
said was. I don't know that he's still doing it.
Yeah, well, Peter did the same thing, right? He was out in the oil fields. All right, we've got a fun little story here. Called it the Bologna Smuggler. And it's not that kind of bologna smuggler.
I was wondering about that.
It's another bologna smuggler, and he's a repeat bologna smuggler, which is kind of a funny thing.
A repeat.
A repeat bologna smuggler caught with 242 pounds
That's a lot
of
bologna or bologna
at the Texas-Mexico border.
What do you even was he selling it on the black market?
Who knows? A 52-year-old man from New
he's
Mexico was
52.
caught trying to smuggle 242
Why
pounds
is
of
it a crime?
can't bring meat from the because
Food or
you're
plants?
not declaring it. Yeah, and he wasn't declaring it.
If you declare it, can you bring it? But then they tax you or what?
Yeah. I don't even think you can declare. I don't even think you're allowed to. Was caught trying to smuggle 242 pounds of prohibited pork bologna into the United States from Mexico early Saturday morning, and this was dated April 1st, and this is not an April Fool's joke. This dude did it twice.
Was he busted the first time too?
Yeah. The CBP Agriculture Canine Harley, who is this dog
This guy's an idiot then.
right here
Oh,
next to
Harley's cute.
the dude didn't even have him fucking covered up.
Why would you hide them? They're like long ass tubes of
Alerted
bologna.
to the rear cargo of the vehicle that was found to have 22 rolls of bologna hidden beneath equipment. Oh, maybe it was, and then yeah.
They're probably underneath it.
Equipment in the back of the vehicle. They also found 60 undeclared tramadol tablets, which is
What's that?
like like what we used to give the dog, tramadol,
Sorry.
right?
Hey,
Painkillers.
Mad.
Yeah. In the center console of his vehicle, the bologna was seized and destroyed by CBP per USDA regulations.
Is it like an RV?
He
or
was
what
a
is it?
repeat offender, though.
What is
what
the
we know.
vehicle?
What's that?
What's the vehicle?
Just like a little SUV. The second time in 2 months, the same man
Shit.
was caught trying to smuggle bologna from Mexico at the U.S. El Paso.
He owes somebody some bologna.
So he was in
He's trying again. He's
the
like,
El Paso port of entry. He was in Albuquerque before.
why'd you
For the
get
second
killed?
time.
I'm short on my bologna.
Short on my bologna sausage.
Short on my bologna.
I didn't get to do the old hot meat injection. In January, CBP agricultural specialists seized 55 rolls.
And this was 52?
This was 20. 52.
Maybe you should start with 3.
Literally had twice the amount the first time, and then
Maybe
was
he
like,
should start with
"I'm
3.
rolling around the corner, and I'm gonna fucking come over here and see if it'll work there."
He's fucking
He
retarded.
was assessed
2
civil.
months ago we got busted?
Yeah, he was assessed a civil penalty. Why baloney?
Because it has a first name. It's OSCAR.
All right, so by the numbers, so the driver was issued a $1,000 promissory note for prescription medication violation, tramadol, because this is a Schedule 4 controlled substance. The baloney smuggling case has been referred to the USDA Investigative and Enforcement Services,
What are you in for?
and
Baloney smuggling. Twice.
and he could be assessed up to a $10,000 penalty. He's a U.S. citizen, though. Keep that in mind. He's not a Mexican.
And the meats.
Right? He's got the meat sweats, right? So I don't know. I love the dog. The dog is looking for basically treats.
The pup is adorable.
Right?
What's her name?
Fuck.
You said it, Zoe or
Probably like meatball or something.
no? It was like you said
Harley.
at the beginning. Harley. That's what it was.
Harley. Funny ass story.
And then Marine's Blood said, "Was it laced?"
There was nothing in it. They checked them. They opened up all of them to make sure. But there was because
That
you
there
would
wasn't
think
pills
there'd
in the
be
middle
like
of it. Like there's a reason
thing,
he's
like a plug through it that's gonna.
smuggling
Yeah.
baloney of
Yeah.
all things. And here's the thing: it's not even good baloney. It's not even Oscar Mayer. It's Mexican fucking baloney.
If you're in Mexico, I'm not getting bologna.
And listen, do you think the guys when they were like, he's like, I'd like 52 rolls. They're like, what the fuck is this Wedo doing with this baloney?
And he's like, "Is there anything in the vehicle?"
Is that gringo
No.
crazy?
But he's fucking American. I mean, he's a Mexican from fucking Albuquerque or something.
Is he? What's his name?
Yeah, he was. I don't know.
Juan Carlos Sanchez.
Albert Castro.
Shut up, bitch.
He's like, "I'm back from the dead, beaches.
There's still an Albert Castro alive.
I'm dead." Oh, Junior. Was it your fucking brother over there?
No, my brother doesn't do anything fun.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Nonetheless, it's fucking hilarious. I'm just saying. Come on. I do like.
Once shame on me. Wait, once shame on you. Twice
I
shame
do
on
like
me.
me a bologna sandwich
Mm-mm.
from
It
time
is-
to time.
Nope, too
It is
ghetto.
white trash. I understand that.
Mm-mm.
But back in the day, I would do 2 or 3.
Do you know I've never eaten a bologna sandwich ever in my life?
Oh, dude.
Nope.
I mean, no, I understand. There's a certain thing to it.
Culture.
When you,
There's a certain culture
yeah,
to bologna.
white. It's white people. Yeah, no, it's
It's
totally
like
fine.
meatloaf.
Yeah, and you liked meatloaf.
You've made it twice. I
I
don't
know,
if
but
it's
the
fair to
most
say I
recent
like
one
it.
you liked it.
Well, it was like a giant hamburger patty.
It's just giant hamburger.
And it,
Meatloaf is basically just a sliced up hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Oh,
It's just a
not
giant
quite as
slice.
good as a hot dog.
It's
Hot dogs
just
are
a
delicious.
giant sliced up hot dog. The only reason you like hot dogs and not bologna is because you can eat them and cover them in mustard and ketchup.
I covered that meatloaf in ketchup. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Jessie did. Remember, she did that food challenge or whatever it was.
I said illegal bologna.
Remember, she did that food challenge thing where she made the white trash roll ups
No,
with the. Yeah, she did the video.
I don't remember it.
Anyway, it's like I think it was New Year's that they did it or something
Okay.
like that.
What was it?
It was a white trash roll up where she basically fried some
Bologna and
bologna
tortilla.
and mashed some white bread and made a roll up of it, right? And then
sounds
fried it in
horrible.
a pan. Yeah, but it was just somebody said, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Gary. Was like, reminds me of my childhood. Exactly. Put a little mayo on there,
you
like
weirdo
just
damn white
white
people.
bread. But
White bread's so bad for you.
it's not really.
Aries, and we were in Austin last week, and I was at her house. She's like, "Do you guys realize how bad? Like, what? I don't." She goes, "I don't know what they're doing to white bread, but it should not last 3 months on a counter."
It's all processed. It's just
She
super
goes,
processed.
3 months and still no mold on that fucking loaf. And I was like, "Ew."
But you get some of that sourdough.
Oh, that sourdough is good for you though,
Crusher. That'll make you feel good.
and it goes bad.
But what I used to do, because I didn't know better,
Okay.
I was fucking 12, 13, 14, skateboarding all the time, whatever. I just came
Do
home.
you
at
know better
8.
now? Probably not.
I would still do it.
Exactly.
If you bought some
So I said, "Do you know better now?"
it
No.
doesn't even have to be Wonder Bread. It can
Did
just
you
be
fry it?
No, I would just throw
I saw some people fried it.
fried bologna
Bologna.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Get.
Does it taste better if you fry it, or why would you fry
I didn't
it?
know any better. I've had fried bologna.
Well, I mean, does it taste better? Is that why people
it just
fry
makes
it?
it kind of
It's more like
bacony,
spammy then?
Little, yeah. When you just put mayo, bologna, piece of American cheese.
One slice of bologna?
Piece of American
One
cheese.
slice of bologna?
Settle down for a second. Let me explain. Piece of American cheese. This is me because I was a carnivore back then.
Carnivore? Yeah.
Another piece of bologna.
Okay. At least you did two.
Another piece of
Oh, you
cheese.
made a double decker.
Another piece of bologna.
Oh, you made a triple decker?
Another piece of bread with some more like extra mayo together. And what kind of chips are you doing with that?
You're doing Doritos.
Nope.
You're doing Funyuns.
Ruffles.
Really?
The fucking salty is
I feel
making.
like Funyuns would have been good with that.
I didn't eat Funyuns back
Because
then.
it's
I
a
don't
white,
think
it's
New
a white
England.
people chip.
I didn't have an avocado until I was like 18 years old. So
I'm sorry.
you know what I mean? I think I might have been 20 when I moved to Arizona before I had an avocado.
You did not? Did they not have a?
Back in the day, we didn't. There were no.
They had them. You just didn't know what it was, so you steered
Yeah,
clear.
no. We ate lobster for lunch. It was cheap back then. It was super
Probably
cheap.
cheaper than the fucking avocado,
Lobsters
actually.
and fucking
I'm so
potato wedges.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of all the things I used to eat when I worked
What's
at
a
the
potato
grocery.
wedge?
Like basically those, like take a quarter of a fucking potato and make a fry out of it.
It's like those big steak, like steak fries, but bigger.
Big fat steak fries.
That probably was horrible.
And then
Because it
fried
the center's
chicken.
still all potato-y,
Grocery
right?
store fried chicken for some reason is really good.
No,
No,
Bush's,
it really is. No.
KFC,
All right, we'll try it sometime.
Churches, Popeyes.
We'll get just a takeout.
Where are you getting grocery store fried chicken from that's not from HEB?
No,
Everything HEB does is amazing.
back in the day, I used to get the grocery store fried chicken. You guys do that at the deli? I'm not going to Walmart.
Weirdos.
That's another. Well, probably Walmart. I bet you they're probably good.
100%.
Because I worked in like a
It's probably not good. It's probably horrible.
Shop and Save, which got bought out by a fucking. You guys all starving to death at this point? Because I'm fucking starving and I just hate that thing. I would get either that chicken fingers. 'Cause chicken fingers aren't fried chicken.
It's really hard to make a bad chicken finger.
Or they started making paninis at my grocery store before I left. They would make, those basically they just put a good
I know what a
sandwich
panini is.
I think I spent
Magnolia
$3, $2.50 on those things. I
Joanna
was like,
Gaines
oh
makes
my
them with
God,
a brick in her house.
I think I was making $6 an hour back then.
Wilkery said it's just an extra big hot dog.
That's all it is. It's just a hot dog that happens to be 9 inches in diameter, 6 inches.
I didn't grow up rich, Wilkery. I just grew up Hispanic.
Yeah. Now, like they don't do things down there. They don't do things like we do up north. Like first
We
time
don't
she ever
eat white people food.
she never had a clam until she met me. She never had, but we used to eat those like that was going out and that was cheap. And it wasn't red lobster. It was like we were going to just like a local place.
Your family or
Yeah.
us? Oh.
Family. No, family. All
Not
right.
anymore.
We've got another one. This one.
Hold on. What did Life is Good said? I had a friend that never been out of the state of North Dakota. Very smart farm boy who worked on the oil rig long time. Oh, that's nice.
And he had never done any. And he went from where was it, North Dakota to an oil rig, like down south or something.
Was there
like
nothing
that?
in North Dakota?
No.
How do you know that?
There's Minot.
Bless you.
That's where the military installation is. There's not a
name.
lot up there. Yeah.
I know that name.
Yeah, because we used to have people stationed up there. We do have, but we used to talk to people stationed up there.
Hmm.
All right, this one's for the gentleman, and this one is going to make you reevaluate the way you take care of yourselves. Okay? All right, so be warned. Men warned about death grip syndrome. First things first, what do you think that is?
Yanking on his penis too hard.
God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Just came right to mind, huh? That can can cause serious troubles in the bedroom.
I mean, I feel like he might separate some shit.
God, fucking jackhammer.
Death grip, like wow.
It's called death
he likes
grip
a little rough,
syndrome.
huh?
Men have been warned, not just a man, men.
No, I mean, I don't.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Men have been warned about the death grip syndrome that can cause them some serious trouble in the bedroom. I know, it's what this article says. It always sounded like a myth, but it turns out it's pretty much a real thing. It just doesn't have an official name, so death grip syndrome, it is. That's what somebody made up. Look, there is no shame in having a bit of me time. Of course, everybody does it. But blokes, course, this is a English
Type
article.
is good said chicken choking. Devil's
Seize the
handshake.
opportunity too tightly. Holding on to those moments of joy
Throw
for
dice.
too long and too hard could negatively impact your sexual
Wait,
health.
say that again. Tugging on it too long and too hard. Did it say
Yeah,
tugging?
yeah, basically.
That's awesome.
Right.
Too long or too hard? Well, too long. What? That means you're doing it too often.
Like you're just
You're like doing it 3 times a day, every day, all day, air day.
there's a limit. I mean, we're not shaming anybody,
I
but
mean,
you're gonna build up calluses and not in your hand. Your penis might actually have
it
calluses.
might need a break.
It probably does. UK Care Guidelines guides Dr. Cunningham told Metro that the phenomenon can lead to decreased sensitivity and difficulty achieving
A
orgasm,
cheesing. That's kind of
achieving
good, actually.
orgasm, or through other forms of sexual activity, meaning you can only jerk off to come.
Wait, his name was. Okay, never mind. Okay,
Dr.
yeah.
Cunningham,
Okay,
not Cummingham.
that would have been better.
Cummingham.
That's a little
Dr.
ridiculous.
Cummingham. Paging Dr. Cummingham.
That'd be kind of funny.
We should come up with a fucking shirt for that, Dr. Cummingham.
Was it just gonna be hand like high-fiving, or
It's
with
just
a
a
bottle of
hand
lotion,
with a bunch of rubbers on it.
with a bunch of like a squirt of lotion?
Write that down.
I'm not writing that
Keep
down.
that. Dr. Cummingham.
Stupid.
You got to be careful where you're going to wear that one.
Gotta be careful what
Dr.
I say.
Cummingham.
I might need a job one day.
The embarrassment is one key consequence as the doctor reassures that DSG doesn't quite do any physical damage. You just got to lay off your Peter Piper.
Wait, it doesn't do any physical
Permanent
damage?
doesn't do
Oh,
permanent damage.
so if you
just
give it a
gotta
break,
give
do it
give
every
your
other
shit a
day.
break.
Give
Don't
it
it,
every other
you know what?
day.
Like I'm not saying no nut November, but maybe like a weekend,
Maybe like
few days, four,
twice
five,
a week,
6.
December.
Yeah, like just give yourself like
Give a couple days in between.
you know what I'm saying?
Tyler should write it.
So I'd never heard of this, and I just figured I'd share. So death grip syndrome. It's kind of like
S.
okay. So do you remember?
DGS, right? Death grip syndrome.
Yep, DGS. Don't get that DGS. There was
Do you remember a time?
Sublime.
Yep.
He had in one of his lyrics the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip.
Is that what he was referencing and not?
He was talking about jerking off, right?
Okay.
Because the hand, the G.I. Joe,
Oh, I don't know anything
has
about GI Joe dolls. What?
put
So he can put a gun in
a
it?
gun in it, right? That's the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip.
Okay.
Go easy on your Kung Fu grips.
Listen, the willing
Like,
needs love.
imagine if
not
your hand got stuck like that,
Well,
fucking walking around,
I mean, you can still grab a lot of stuff.
crab
You
hands.
can't type,
Arr,
but you could get a job still.
death grip syndrome.
Could bag some groceries.
Must jerk off.
Excuse me.
Your hands are just stuck.
Well, are you joking off? You joke off with both hands or just one?
No, that's called the stranger.
Well, no, that's when you
I
let
mean,
it
that's
fall
when
asleep.
you, yeah.
That's when
But
you let it
even
fall
so,
asleep.
my lefty, I'm not good. Can't
Me
do it.
neither.
Nope, this doesn't work. It's like, nah,
Oh, fumbly.
This one's for the phone, for
Fumbly,
the
fumbly.
iPad.
Yep.
This one's for the
Yeah.
diddle diddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you guys do the same fucking thing, so eat shit.
Or they do it the other if they're left-handed.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
You know,
everybody's
your
got their-
dominant hand is the jerker. Your right, your non-dominant hand is the porn holder.
the
So
scroller.
you don't get it dirty
Like,
over here.
nope, don't want that one. Faster. Move fast. Then you get a cramp in your fucking
So-
thumb muscle.
Huh.
It's a goddamn
Alright.
thing.
I mean, watching porn is dangerous. It is
Yes.
dangerous. I've been knocked in the face before with my iPad trying to balance it on something.
What?
Fuck,
What were
that
you
didn't work.
balancing it on?
Probably my boobs. I don't know. I just know I've been
You just
knocked.
have your iPad like right here. You're like,
Listen,
"Boom."
I'm sure. I don't know.
I've got the dude. You know what? I can fix this for you.
Listen. I have a puppy.
Back
I don't
in
have
the day,
time.
we used to have these arms.
I ain't got no time for
that would
videos.
hold this up. Remember, we had the
No.
arms that were attached here, and I tried them for a while.
Vaguely.
and they were
That
like
was
a-
a weird ass.
It was just like kind of a thing,
little-
just trying to Yeah, no, it's
cord
just
thingy.
keep it
Yeah,
up there.
no, I don't need that.
Instead of this, whatever.
I got
You
my
put
own,
that, attach
I
that
got
to the
my own.
side.
This is my personal phone now, so I can watch whatever I want on it, and
I
it's
do
so much
that with
smaller
mine
and
anyway.
easier than my iPad.
Oh, Beth,
Although the iPad is bigger.
oh yes, Beth had
Oh,
to get the new. What'd you get? Beth got a brand spanking new phone
Pro
today.
iPhone 16 Pro.
It's got all
You know
sorts of
what
tools and
fucking
tricks and
sucks? I have to log into every single app. Do you think I remember my fucking passwords for the last 5 years?
no.
No.
And you give up
Ugh.
the other phone, so you gotta fucking remember everything.
Well,
And you only need it when you log in or
the
first.
first time, but like I went to go look at the AC thing, and I was like, I don't. Is it mine? Is it yours? Who's logging
This
in?
is
Is it
something really
even?
cute.
Do I need earphones?
Yeah, you're gonna have to switch those out. Sorry, my bad. Cause Peter was on it the last time.
It's down there, and I'm so fucking sore. I'm not moving.
You
I'm not.
have to get those. This is an important one because just use your toes. Come on,
But then that means my Adonis abdominal area is so
Adonis
sore.
area.
They call it. Oh my gosh! See, they call it the Adonis belt. It's what gives you that deep V. Apparently, I haven't worked that muscle out in like 15 years. It's non-existent.
It's gonna use those.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's no. I've
Those
got
are
these.
are
Yeah,
they
give me a
plugged in?
second. No, not yet. Hold on.
Okay.
One thing at a time, mon frere.
So while you bring that up,
Yep.
I'll talk about the story. How about them apples,
Go for it, bruh.
dude?
Why is it
So
so long? There's no need for it to be as long
it always
as it
has
is.
been
I think I say that every time I
crazy.
have to do this.
Dire wolves. Have you seen the videos of the dire wolves?
No, but they're beautiful.
No, they
They're
brought
really.
it back from extinction.
I know they're really big and beautiful.
Have you seen the videos?
No,
Have you heard the stories?
I've heard the stories of a dire wolf, but I did not know they
Ha-
brought them back. Because
Okay.
remember, we watched that paranormal caught on
Yeah, yeah,
camera,
yeah.
and somebody came across one. Remember, the dog was chasing it, and it was
They thought that was,
fucking huge.
but they think. All right, so it's like as close as they can get to a dire wolf
Okay.
right now. Scientists say they revived dire wolf through biotech companies' de-extinction process.
Wait, say that again.
Scientists say they revived dire wolf through biotech companies' de-extinction process,
Okay.
meaning taking something from extinction to de-extinct. The same idea as we've heard for
So
years
did
and
they
years and
take
years.
genetics
Yeah, yeah.
and rebuild their
Same idea we've
DNA and
always heard about being able to do with like a woolly mammoth or
yeah.
something like that, right?
No, we should do that or the
Same idea.
charger.
All right, but they've done it pretty closely. So I'm gonna
Okay.
play this
Let's see.
video, and let's see. Dire wolf.
It's an animal that hasn't existed for some 13,000 years. The dire wolf, made famous on the television series Game of Thrones.
It's a dire wolf.
There are no dire wolves south of the wall.
No, there are 5.
But the long extinct species now making global headlines for a new reason. A Dallas-based biotech company saying they've resurrected the giant Ice Age wolf, essentially bringing it back to life through a process called de-extinction.
Colossal is the world's first de-extinction company, and our goal is to make extinction a thing of the past.
Colossal says they've genetically engineered 3 wolves that they say resemble the dire wolves. The company sharing these videos showing the animals howling as cubs. And here, sleeping and running in their habitat at an undisclosed secure location in the U.S.
People think it's a scary word, de-extinction. They immediately put us with Jurassic Park, and it's not.
It is fucking
We're trying to develop these new techniques in order to save animals.
But the process does sound like something out of the 1993 blockbuster.
It is.
The company says
Doesn't
scientists
sound.
relied
It
on
is.
ancient preserved DNA from a tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull to decipher the direwolf genome. They then used gene editing technologies to rewrite the genetic code of the common gray wolf.
So one at a time,
They
we take
combine
our
them.
gene editing tools and we go into that cell and we cut out the bit of DNA that looks like a gray wolf and paste in its place the DNA that looks
So
like
it's
a
not
dire wolf.
really.
Once a new genome was
direwolf.
created, domestic dogs were used as surrogates, miraculously giving birth to Romulus, Remus, and their sister Khaleesi. Yes,
Aw,
named after
Khaleesi.
Game of Thrones. But this scientific feat, no fantasy, and some online already questioning whether it's a step too far. Still, the technology is here, and scientists say it could shape the future of our
Well, here's the thing,
ecosystem.
though. They're
We
not
produce
really
something that is
direwolves, though.
magnificent and science fiction at its finest.
It's exciting. It's
Just amazing.
They're not really direwolves, though.
they're as close as
No,
humanly
exactly.
possible.
They're close.
They're probably
It's not
99%.
like
right?
you hear about all these. I see it all the time. Like they find what they think is extinct. There's that guy that does the show, Extinct or Not, that's on Animal Planet, where he literally goes and tries to find. It's exciting.
It's pretty fucking cool though.
It is cool. Are they going to be as big as those dire wolves? Though?
Yes, and I guarantee
So are those still pups then?
that I think they were like a few months old. So those like a true gray or timber wolf
Yeah.
are giant compared to like an Akita.
Okay.
Like they're fucking huge.
Right.
Like
So like dire wolves are like the
150,
wolves in Twilight,
160.
like the really big.
Well, those are werewolves.
No, they're not
Dire
werewolves.
wolves are the
they're
ones
wolves,
that
but
are
they're
no, those are considered that would be a werewolf in fucking that.
in a different setting.
No, so they're supposed to be giant in that. But dire wolves, like in Game of Thrones, are just giant
I haven't
dogs.
seen Game of Thrones, so
Right? Oh, you never saw them.
I made it through episode 1 of season 2, and I was like,
But you go back and you look at the size. If you put a dire
everybody
wolf
said it
next
sucked
to,
at the ending, so I said, why am I going to
next
watch
to
it?
a gray wolf next to
How big is a gray wolf?
fucking double an Akita.
So we're talking 100 pounds.
150
And so how big
plus.
is a
Akita could be 100
how
pounds.
big is a dire wolf?
Dire wolf 200.
Okay.
Big.
Bernese Mountain Dogs are
But
really
it's all-
Great Pyrenees are really fucking big dogs.
But,
I mean,
I'm just saying 200 because
like a male could get up to 180 pounds.
they're going to be bigger than that.
Okay.
It's going to be a fucking giant dog.
It'll be interesting because you
Wolf.
have to think about the genetics that they did swap out and change. How's that going to change the?
How big were dire
I think
wolves?
it's cool.
Let's see. A dire wolf was 3 feet 2 inches tall. So that is that's a full yard
Yeah.
tall.
How tall is this?
This is 3.5 feet.
So it's a little bit
This is right at.
But here's the thing: it is fucking with DNA that maybe you shouldn't fuck around with.
How big did dire wolves get in weight? Just doing that on Wikipedia. You can suck a dick.
Hey Siri, how much did a adult
Big. Do they get big?
dire wolf weigh?
Right? I mean, I'm like, okay.
150 to 240.
That's big, dude. 150 pounds. I weigh 180. 240-pound dog with a fucking bite force of
Yeah.
like 1,000 pounds. It
I
can
bet
just
you they were
break through
gorgeous, though.
bones.
But it is.
Like a regular
dangerous
dog can bite the
because
shit out of you.
This is how they started in Jurassic Park, if you
Fuck
remember
yes,
correctly.
and I want a goddamn baby. So they also said
If
that they're
you say
looking
you
at
want a baby
that same-
Tyrannosaurus Rex, I'm feeding
that
you
same
to him.
company's looking at doing the dodo bird, which is like this giant bird.
With a big
Yep.
pelican, colorful. They're extinct.
And
I
yeah,
didn't know
they're
they were
extinct. And also
I
doing
follow the Dodo
woolly
channel.
mammoth, of course.
No.
This is a big hairy
How about you
elephant.
save the elephants we have first?
Nah, bring them all back. Fuck it. Bring them all back. Oh, another video.
Tyler said, how do we even really know? Educated guesses?
We're just going to end this on a couple of videos, and then we'll get into some feel goods. Because this is just funny.
Okay.
So there's this comedian.
Yep.
This one guy.
Did you finish watching that show last night?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah.
We did start watching
Something Bert.
No, Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony on Netflix. It was good.
It made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because people, dude, they
These
put out,
comedians are trying so hard, and I was like,
they signed that goddamn release.
nobody
stuff.
in the audience laughed. We didn't laugh. I was like, oh, I
Some
got
of them
halfway
were-
through it, and I was like, I can't. You can watch it. I'm going to bed. All anxious for them. Saying,
All right.
change the channel.
So this one, we just did a video or a whole podcast about Hooters. Remember Hooters? We did the whole re-Hooterization of Hooters and how
they're doing
gonna-
it.
Yeah, like Hooters.
Hooters is doing their own rehooterization.
So there's this comedian, Jonathan something or other, and I'll get it here in a second. But he's been doing a really spot on Anthony Bourdain. You ready for this?
Oh no.
No, it's fucking money,
Okay.
but it's about Hooters.
Welcome to the unofficial headquarters of every dad's midlife crisis, Hooters, where flip-flops are formal wear, cargo shorts are considered business casual, and every guy swears he's just here for the food. This iconic restaurant is the mecca of hot wings and even hotter distractions. Step inside and you're immediately greeted by a full frontal nasal assault. A pungent bouquet of Axe body spray, cayenne hot sauce guaranteed to sear at both ends, and the deep, lingering finish of fry oil so old, if it were applying to be a waitress, it couldn't get a job here. Everywhere you look, televisions. So many it feels like I'm at a Best Buy Black Friday sale. And who's parked in front of them? Weekend warriors watching players do things in games they swear they could have done in their glory days, being served by waitresses they swear they could have done in their glory days. Sure, there's a full menu, but like your home treadmill, it's purely decorative. Let's talk wings. They're essentially spring break on a plate. Sizzling, spicy, and guaranteed to leave you with fond memories and a slight burning sensation. These perky poultry appendages are so wet and covered in orange, they look like Melania Trump on her wedding night. And the ultimate wingman? Blue cheese. Because ranch is the sauce equivalent for people who clap when the plane lands.
But that's a very poor thing to say.
At the heart of it all, the legendary Hooters girls. These hospitality heroes are the booby traps keeping this fluorescent fantasy afloat. Dressed in hot pants smaller than your odds of getting their number, and shirts tighter than a Kardashian's prenup. All while effortlessly balancing full trays, fragile egos, and endless dad jokes asking if they're on the menu. Hooters, as straightforward as the sign out front. It doesn't peddle farm-to-table narratives, free-range fairy tales, or tell you your chicken's astrological sign. It looks you straight in the eye, well, a few inches lower, and says, come on, we both know why you're here. And in a world choking on pretension, there's something profoundly refreshing about knowing exactly what you are. Hooters, where the customers keep getting older, but the shorts proudly stay the same length.
Bless you.
It is spot on.
It's funny.
Right? Because hey, Jonathan, welcome, dude. Don't worry, we were late as shit. But it makes sense. So it's totally spot on.
Yeah,
He nails it.
it's funny.
And I think if Anthony Bourdain heard that, he'd be happy.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
He was a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Was he really?
Yeah. Good guy. I love that one because it goes back to the whole conversation about save fucking Hooters.
Right.
Leave it alone. Don't re-Hooterize it. Just leave it alone, you motherfuckers. Fuck with my goddamn.
Well, they got to do what they got to do to stay afloat,
Oh yeah.
to stay abreast.
Abreast of the situation.
Yeah.
Let's get into some feel goods. How about that? What's your feel goods for tonight?
I don't have to go to work anymore. Ever. I'm officially off the clock.
For now.
Forever.
Don't let her pretend that she never, ever, ever
In
has.
the foreseeable future,
There's definitely a foreseeable future
I'm off
in
the
this
clock
future.
permanently.
God damn you. You've earned it. And that flows right in. I'm so fucking proud of you.
Oh,
You
thanks.
decided to actually take the proverbial leap of faith
Yes.
and go, what the fuck is next?
Here's to hoping
Right.
it doesn't bite me in the ass.
We'll figure it out, right? We always figure things out. So what you only get to retire, like I said, once. You get to probably retire twice.
But the other one will be short-lived.
It's gonna be
career.
just let's figure
It'll be
some
like
shit out.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah, do we do this for the rest of our lives? Do we talk on a microphone
Yeah.
if the shit works? Whatever.
If the shit works.
Right? We'll hire somebody eventually. But I'm super proud of you.
Oh,
You've
thank
done
you.
25 years. I cannot be happier for you. So
26.
with that 26 years, I keep saying 25,
I
but
know.
26 years. I love you.
Thank
Cheers.
you. I love you too.
Cheers to you guys for
Well,
supporting
was
Beth.
that your feel good? Or what's your feel good? Oh, okay. Cool.
That was my feel good.
Thank you.
What other fucking feel good am I going to have outside of you get to retire and I have to go to work every day for the rest of my life?
Yeah, but your coffee's made. I make dinners.
Oh, I've got a fucking dentured servant now.
No, motherfucker. Negative ghostwriter. Not happening.
Coffee every day.
You got that anyway. You got that.
My
You
lox
got that
cream
anyways. You got that when
cheese?
I was working full time too. So it's
Where's my spread?
first of all, I don't like lox, so it will never be in this house. So you'd have to get
She
that.
did
when you
make
go
me
on
a
vacation.
really good like bagel, egg, bacon sandwich yesterday.
I'll make you one tomorrow too.
That was dope as fuck. So,
Okay.
all right. You know what? Love you guys.
Love
Real
you
quick,
guys.
I just found this last night, and I happened to, and it wasn't because it showed up on the TV. It's called The Pit.
Oh
It's
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
Max. It's a I did not
You almost
watch it
forgot about it,
because
huh?
of that.
Because of what?
Because I saw the link.
What'd you?
I was scrolling through YouTube or
Yeah.
whatever, and there was a YouTube just popped up short kind of thing. And this doctor was like, "How accurate is the pit?" And everybody's watched. If you grew up in if you're like
ER.
30 years old, you've seen the ER.
It's
Probably
still
was on
on.
20 years.
It's on right
Is it
now.
still?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on replay.
Noah Wiley, right?
Yep.
The guy that did started out then. I think he was probably like 22 when he started on that show. He's the grizzled old chief head doctor, whatever.
Not even that old. That's hilarious.
No, he's probably in his 50s now. He's got to be in his 50s.
Not old, bitch.
Like 57.
He might be experienced. How about the?
He was the librarian for fucking 10 seasons.
It wasn't 10 seasons. It was only like 5 because I really liked that show and then it stopped.
Whatever. But anyway, dude, it is. I watched 2 episodes last night.
Okay.
Or maybe an episode and a half. But that doctor was like, yeah, it's closer than
Really?
ER was.
Huh.
But he something would come on it, and it's 24 hours. And each episode
It covers
is
a
an
24-hour time
hour.
period.
No,
Oh.
1 hour.
Oh, so over
So
the
you're
season,
going
it's
boom,
a 24-hour
boom,
period.
boom, boom, boom. Right?
Okay.
And I made it. I think it was an hour and a half.
Okay. Do you fall asleep?
No, I didn't. I was
Oh.
like, I gotta fucking shut this shit off because I
Oh.
started it later.
Okay.
But go check it out if you have Max. If you don't have Max, I'm sorry, but you can go watch the doctor. Find fucking the doctor that reviews it. You'll get the gist of it.
Okay.
But
I'll
it
have to
was
check it out.
really good. But it's ER on like 100 cups of coffee. That's
Okay.
kind of what I would think.
On
It's like
crack.
just next level. People dying, and it's based in downtown Chicago.
Oh, there's a lot of shootings.
at
Then.
like the one of the most busy hospitals.
Is it a real hospital they're basing it off of?
I think so.
All right.
But the
cool.
doctor,
Yeah.
Noah's character calls it the pit, but he's been there for years and years and years.
Okay.
He's like, it's the fucking pit. It's like where everything happens, and it's all the hospital,
The pits of
the
hell.
rooms around it,
Okay.
and the center is the pit.
Huh.
Think of like an apple.
Okay.
Everything
The
is
ER is the
controlled.
center of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the ER
Or the outsides, and the pit
and then
is the
all
inside.
of the
All right.
rooms around it, right? Good show. I thought it was great. If you guys want to, go check it out. Outside of that, again, I'm super proud of you. Friday, I'll have our shit back together. I'll probably just have to blow all this stuff up and go buy some new stuff again for the fucking 80th time.
It's time to get the insurance on it or the extended warranty because it always breaks right at that like
Damn it.
390
I switched out
390 day
laptops. I
mark.
switched out everything and nothing worked.
Do you hear what I said? It breaks at like 390 mark, so you're like 30 days past.
All
the
right.
warranty.
With that, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thanks
staying
guys for
up.
joining with us so
It's
late.
Fucking late. What time is it?
It's
11 o'clock.
11:02
Oh,
here.
this
It's
is- we
12
gotta go
o'clock in the
dinner.
East Coast.
We love you guys. Take care. Have a great night, and we'll catch you.
Bye
on
guys. Enjoy.